Hi, my name's Scott and I'm going to try and tie for you a FG knot with a method of ending it, which I developed just recently. Someone else has probably already done this before, but all the instruction videos I could find had it all finished with half hitches. I'm going to finish it in the same manner that Australian Braid double is finished. So first of all, you start with a length of braid, you double over. You're going to need plenty of tag for this method, so leave plenty spare there. And your leader, mono or fluoro. So to start off, drape the braid over the top of your leader and hold that in place there. And instead of using the wrapping method of creating the FG knot, I'm going to try and use the braiding method. Now some other places show a method where it's wrapped around your hand and held open with your fingers to keep tension, and then you wrap it on. Now this method is faster, but it hurts the hands a bit, and it's not able to be finished with this new method which I've been working on. So to braid the FG on, start off with your braid draped over top of your leader, and then you're going to do alternating wraps around and around. Do this for about 5 or so times. So now you have a number of loose wraps on your leader. So take the free end into your mouth to put some tension on it. Hold on to your two ends of your braided line, and you need to work it down till it forms nice, neat spirals up near the end. Go. So putting tension on those spirals so they don't come undone. Hold it there like that. And now you're going to continue the wrapping with another set of loops around the line. Important to remember the way that you go so that they're all done neatly. Now there is another set of loose wraps. Held on there now. That's 2 sets done. Now the number of sets that you do of these depends on the thickness of your braid and the thickness of your leader. So I'm just going to do another set and then finish the knot. Already this is not pulling down the line, because the way the FG knot works is that those wraps, they interlock along the mono or the fluoro, and as you pull harder they clamp down tighter and tighter, and the friction of that holds it onto the line. So now to continue with the sets of wraps, Now the other thing that you'll notice is that when you're working down, you need to work these back and forth to get all the loose braid out from down the end, and to bring these sets of loops, once they're compacted down nice and tight, all the way pushing against the others. Now you might be able to see a slight thickness there where some of the loops haven't formed up next to each other, they've gone over the top of each other. So I've got to try and use my fingers to move those loops up to make sure that they're all laying flat against the line. Now that's done, I'm going to finish it. Now, normally what I've seen on all the tutorials for doing an FG knot, they do a series of half hitches over the line to hold the tag in place and to stop the whole thing coming undone. Now, that works, but I think this way is slightly easier and more reliable. So what I'll do is, in the same way that you would finish an Australian braid if you were making a double, I'm going to double this tag end again, so now you have this little double and this loose end of line here. And I'm going to repeat the process that was done with the tags before, braiding it over repeatedly to form another set of wraps. Now, I no longer really have enough spare line there, so I'm going to finish this off now. So the first thing to do is to take both of these ends and pull those loops down tight with the other ones. So, now there's some little loops trapped underneath the knot there which need to come out. That's because this double can leave them, so before it's all pulled tight, I'm going to place my finger through to put tension on both sides of it and try and work those out. So that's all nice and smooth now. Now to finish it, I'm going to take this loop here and take the main line, the leader, through that loop so that it's wrapped around it. Now, as I'm holding this and keeping this tensioned, I'm going to pull on the free tag ends that we had before to close this loop and clamp down on the leader. Now this tag end can be let loose at the moment because the tension is being held by the main line, which is what you want. And that will keep the whole knot taunt and locking onto the line. So now take this loop through, now that's a nice neat FG knot with the tag coming out roughly 1/4 of the way down. Now just to tighten everything up and to test the knot strength. Now it's binding down onto the leader correctly, so that should not slip at all. We can cut the leader itself off fairly close. It's alright to leave a little tag there. And now you can cut off the braid tag. This one can also be cut fairly close because it's actually being held under all those loops, so it should not be working its way out anytime soon. And there you have it, a finished FG knot, which should be smooth, cast through the guides easily, reliable, and should not be working its way out with any looseness in the knot itself. Thank you for watching.